Welcome to another edition of Mass Hire South Shore Update. I'm Ron Iacobucci. I'm the Executive Director of Mass Hire. And in today's segment, we're going to focus on our youth team. And it's my pleasure to introduce another one of our rock stars, India Gerald, the director of our youth team, who will be kicking things off here with a question. And the question is, what defines a youth, India?
Well, first off, thank you for having me. And what defines a youth is anyone who's 14 to 24 years old who meets our eligibility such as low income or barriers to employment.
Okay. And at any time during this segment, we encourage you, if you want to connect to the team, to call our number, 617-745-4095, or to visit our website at masshiress.com. And we look forward to learning more about what services and programs that our youth team has to offer. Thank you, India.
Thank you. Welcome back. Today we have Mass Hire Youth Services joining us today. Brittany, can you start us off with introductions?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Brittany Mahan. I'm a youth career counselor.
Hi everyone, I'm Danae Burnett. I'm a youth employment coordinator.
Hello, my name is Taylor Fry and I am a youth career counselor as well.
Hi, I'm Mary Kate Paris. I'm the Connecting Activities coordinator.
And I'm Taylor Marston, a youth career counselor.
Thank you guys for coming and being a part of this today. So today we're talking about Mass Hire South Shore Youth Services and what programs and services we provide. Mass Hire South Shore programs are designed to provide access to employment, education, and supportive services, training, exactly. Can we talk more about some of our individual programs? Taylor, can you start us off?
I would love to. Thanks, India. So at Mass Hire, our whole goal is to be able to upskill our clients that we're working with, and especially for our youth, to really help them enter a career pathway. So specifically, we have training funds. We call them individual training accounts, ITAs, where we can fund our clients to go to a post-secondary certificate training that Mass Hire would pay for if the youth falls under our eligibility criteria. And this can be at local training vendors, community colleges. We don't provide any of the trainings in-house, but we are able to fund and send you to those programs. Some examples would be dental assisting, anything in the healthcare, construction. We get a lot of that, cosmetology. And at the end of this, you would walk away with something that's tangible, some sort of credential, some sort of certificate that you can show to an employer that you actually have the skills, marketable skills for them to hire you. And we help with job placement and so on and so forth. But if we had a youth that wasn't at the point where they were ready to step into a training program, or maybe they needed help identifying a career interest or a career pathway, we do have opportunities for that as well for those youth. So Taylor, would you mind talking about those?
I would love to. The other program that Taylor was talking about is called Boost, and it stands for Building Our Occupational Skills for Tomorrow. So Boost is awesome because it really gives that opportunity for youth that maybe are a little on the fence about a career pathway, or maybe even just want a little bit of experience before they really commit to it. So again, part of the process is, first of all, we sit down, we figure out what it is that the youth is interested in, you know, like what their transportation is like, all of that other fun stuff. Then we try to give them career development workshops. So we do a resume workshop, we do an interviewing workshop, we do a basic financial literacy workshop. We also try to make sure that by the end of the program that a youth has some type of industry recognized credentials. So for example, if we have someone that's interested in childcare, we might try to get them CPR first aid. And the best, and I guess the bread and butter of the Boost program, is that it is a paid internship. So youth are placed on Mass Hire's payroll, and we go out based off of what the youth have already identified as their interest. We try to find employers that, again, are located somewhere that the youth can get to, and that are willing to take on an intern. And then we, work with the employer, have them do an interview with the youth to make sure it's a good fit. fit for both sides, and then place them. And hopefully the youth get all the skills that they want, get a little bit more experience in the career field that they want. Then by the end, we have an evaluation for the employers to kind of see if there's been growth with the youth while they've been working there. And our end goal is hopefully that they will get hired at that employer, but if not, it is a great experience that they can then add to their resume.
Awesome, thank you. Danae, we have a new exciting program that Mass Hire South Shore is offering. Can you tell us more about the Bounce program?
Yes, so Bounce is a fun and interactive program that helps with professional and personal development and is meant to help strengthen career paths and things like that. This program is designed to provide a clear pathway into future training and employment. And we here at Mass Hire on the Youth Services team have taken it at a path where we are influencing youth to be more in tune with themselves and the decisions they make in terms of career exploration. We really are trying to just make sure youth are engaged and motivated to get out there and start their future of success.
Awesome, thank you, Danae. So a part of our services and programs is that we work with the schools in our region, and Mary Kate is really an influential part in that. Can you give us more about some of the work we do with our schools?
Sure. Connecting Activities is a statewide network. It's from the Department of Education, and it's funneled out through the workforce boards. And we work with the schools in our region to help build out work-based learning programs and career pathways. So we'll work with the school wherever they're currently at in terms of career exploration, and we help them and support them build out the programming needs that their students are looking for.
Awesome. One of the other programs that we offer is YouthWorks. YouthWorks is a program that we lovingly call the First Job Program. It's really to build soft skills while they're developing their hard skills and really looking at career exploration. They're identifying the career pathway that they want to go into, and we provide access to job placements in the areas of their interest. And it's across our region. Currently, we have YouthWorks programs running in Quincy, in Plymouth, in Randolph. In the summer and in the fall, we have programs running in Middleborough and in Plymouth. So how does one get referred to one of our programs? Brittany, can you help us out with that?
Yeah. So if you're between the ages of 14 to 24, you are eligible in our age requirement, and you can come into the office. You can ask for a youth career counselor, and me and the two Taylors will be happy to help you. And then additionally, if you go to DTA or any other, I don't know, what are they called? Agency? Yeah. They will be able to refer you to us in regards to you needing a career and the skills to get one.
Awesome. Thank you. What would you say is really the industries that youth are interested, that are coming into our doors? Anyone?
I would say, like, if not all industries are hiring youth, I feel like every industry should be seeking to work with youth because when we get the chance to create opportunities such as job shadows, company tours, mock interviews, career fairs, and so on and so forth, this helps our youth get career guidance early on, which is imperative to shaping our future workforce.
I agree. I would also add to that and say that you know, employers are always welcome at Mass Hire to really help support us in building out career explorations and career development. You know, in the South Shore, the workforce is aging, and you need a new workforce. Mm-hmm. And so we welcome you to come and support us and join us in building out the new workforce for the South Shore.
We work really closely with manufacturing companies in the region because that's a workforce that's aging out and they need a pipeline. So
Absolutely.
When we're working with the schools, some of our schools have built career pathways in manufacturing because there's such a demand for it, and the students really enjoy that work as well. It's not what it used to be. It's very, it's hands-on, it's computer, it's laser printers. It's cutting edge. It's exciting. So, like I said, we work closely with the manufacturing companies in our region, and we help connect them with the schools so that their program can be built out to support those jobs that need to be filled.
Right.
Build on that, it seems like there's a shift kind of away from a college kind of typical 4-year degree, and it seems like a lot of the youth / young adults that we're working with are really interested in the trades and getting into the trades. Like we see a lot of construction, cosmetology, even skincare like estheticians, healthcare, you name it, honestly. We've seen a ton, and it seems like they're all across the board.
Yeah, and I think that's why Boost is so important and so powerful, because we're giving these kids the opportunity to just have a free internship and pay them for it and try these careers that they may potentially want long term.
So as we're speaking about these industries, what skills do you feel youth need at this time to enter into the job market?
So if I were to kind of, pitch in on that, I would say obviously youth are starting off, if not like this may be their first venture into the into their professional career. It might be, or it's just one of their first, even if it's not their first. And I think no matter what industry they're going into, those soft skills are probably one of the biggest things. I feel like we all kind of try to harp on them and try to help them develop, just because hard skills you can develop at a job sometimes. A lot of employers now are really looking forward to actually having, we'll retrain you ourselves, right? Whereas you can't really teach someone to have good time management. You can't really teach someone to have good communication skills before they start the job.
Right.
So I think that, at least for me, is really a good focus for these youth, because they can transfer it to any industry that they go into.
I would agree.
That's how I feel about customer service. I feel like that is across all industries, and if you can talk to people and conflict management and things like that, like Taylor said, they can't teach you, but they love to see when you can come to the employer equipped with those soft skills, because they can build on that and make you into the employee and that they want you to be, and teach you the skills you need to. But
as far as personal development as well, I think financial literacy is a huge one that our youth are not always taught in schools and things like that, or before even getting their first job. And I think that's major for teaching them how to save, and about credit cards, and what to do with their first paycheck and things like that. Those are just it's not only something that you need to have for your career, but it's just like a life skill that I feel is very important for our youth to have.
I would agree to say that that's one of the unique things about Mass Hire South Shore, I would say, is that we really do work with youth around their life skills.
Absolutely.
And I'm so happy you spoke about the financial literacy piece, because we also offer that.
Yeah.
So, to kind of bring this to a close, what opportunities are available for youth right now?
there's so many opportunities for youth, honestly. It seems like there's a bunch of opportunities being funneled their way and trying to upskill this new workforce, as you had already mentioned.
Yeah.
The current workforce already aging out, and there was an emphasis previously on a college education, right?
Yes.
So there weren't skilled laborers, skilled tradesmen or women that are there to fill their spaces once they retire. So there's tons of opportunities coming out now for youth in particular to be skilled and be trained in these trades. For instance, CTI, the Career Technical Initiative from the state, they're giving
Yes.
money to the vocational schools in Massachusetts to have them pretty much open their doors after their regular school times to allow the public to come in and get trained on their machinery, because they already have the equipment that's needed for it. There's free programs every fall and every spring.
Yes.
They kind of change what's going to be offered each semester, but that's definitely a big thing that's coming out
Yes,
for them.
South Shore Votech,
Votech.
Weymouth,
Blue Hills
Blue
up
Hills,
in Canton.
This is like
Yeah.
a prime time because it's post-pandemic, so we're now welcoming all the kids back in person. It's not so much virtual anymore.
Yes.
And I think that's huge. And I think what's really cool is kids usually graduate if you do a 4-year at 21, right? But we are still an option for you out there who need help after college. You know, it doesn't just have to stop right there. And I think I was someone who struggled with that when I graduated. I didn't know really where to go. So to know that we were here, I so would have been at the door.
I just wanted to piggyback on what Taylor was saying, that the Department of Education, we're seeing a shift from them as well, with more of a focus on the trades and specific career pathways, where I feel like in previous years there was a focus on more of gen ed, generic education, and now we're seeing the shift on career pathways. So we work with the schools in the region to help them build out very specific career pathways for the students. There's something called Innovation Pathways, which is an excellent program that schools can get involved in and connect with Department of Education and receive a credential that will help their students secure work after high school or get them in a specific college that fits the need for them. But to your point, you know, it's not all about the 4-year college anymore. There's a real shift there. They're finding that students are coming out with debt and not necessarily getting the return on investment. And so people are acknowledging that and seeing that there's a shift and that there's some really, really great career opportunities post high school. And so, like I said, we're working with the schools to help them create those programs by partnering them with companies in our region. And we have many great companies in our region that we work with.
Just to jump in, we do have a monthly newsletter that goes out with all of our updated services and opportunities that we have available month to month. We even have a spotlight of the month in there where we highlight some of our partners in our schools and some accomplishments that they have made. So if you'd like to get on that, make sure you visit our website and inquire.
Thank you, ladies, for coming today and being a part of this panel. This was a great discussion.
I'm back with India Gerald, the director of our youth services team, and if you've been listening, you know, clearly you have a team that of professionals that are just so dedicated, so passionate about the work they do. And just to wrap up completely here on this segment, you know, there are so many services and programs that are available age 14 to 24. Please connect with us, 617-745-4095. Get on our website, masshigherss.com, and take advantage of these programs. If you could reach out to young folks that you know, steer them in our direction. You've got a great team that's working here that wants to make a difference in the lives of these young people and set them off on a really good career path. So thank you, India, so much.
Thank you
and
for
thank you to
having
your
me.
team. Great
Thank
team.
you.